Everyone calls him the G.O.A.T, the greatest fighter to ever step into the octagon. Jon Jones. With a record that looks invincible on paper, he has dominated the sport for over a decade. But what if I told you that the image you see on TV, the undefeated king, is carefully crafted by a system that needs him to win? Today we are not just looking at his stats, we are exposing the Jon Jones narrative. It's time to look past the hype, the titles, and the controversy and ask the question, is he truly the greatest or just the greatest at playing the game? Let's talk about the aura of invincibility. Jon Jones has been marketed as the guy who can't be beaten. But let's look at the numbers. If you go back to his fight against Reyes, a huge portion of the MMA community, including analysts and fans, scored that fight for Reyes. Yet the judges raised Jones' hand. This wasn't just a close fight, it was a wake-up call. It showed that even at the highest level, the scoring system can be subjective, and perhaps influenced by the name on the back of the trunks.
So many. Going into the last round, I had Reyes 3-1. My kids are terrorizing me that the fix is in and how can this happen, Dad? Reyes won that fight.
If you guys don't remember, after that fight, I lobbied for the rematch for the entire year, and he said, drop the belt and went to heavyweight. Literally, that's what happened. Like, people forget that too. Like, he ran for me. Because he said, you're not paying me enough to fight that guy. He's too dangerous.
It's not just about the fighting. Look at how Jon Jones is treated compared to other contenders. While other fighters have to earn their spots, fight through the rankings, and deal with strict scrutiny, Jones has often been granted special privileges. Whether it's sudden shifts in event venues or favorable matchmaking, the organization has always ensured that their biggest star remains at the top of the mountain. Some say this is just star power. But for those of us watching closely, it looks like a safety net.
The greatest fighter to ever live is Jon Jones. Never lost a fight. Because when you really think about fighting, put two guys in a room, and who comes out? Jon Jones walks out of that room every time. He doesn't go for that armbar. He beats Francis Ngannou and becomes the heavyweight champion. Jon Jones walked through him like it was nothing. And when you really think about what pound for pound means, Jon Jones is the pound for pound best.
We cannot talk about the greatness of Jon Jones without addressing the shadows. His career has been marked by outside-the-cage issues that would have ended any other fighter's career instantly. Yet, time and time again he returns. Some call it resilience. Others call it a system that protects its own investments. This brings us to the core of our argument. Is the sport of MMA prioritizing a spectacle, or are they genuinely honoring the purity of the sport? When you have a fighter who is too big to fail, the lines between sport and entertainment become dangerously blurred.
It's not even about him winning the belt. You know how I felt about him. I can't risk putting him in big positions in a big spot and have something go wrong, especially the White House card.
But let's go deeper into the technical side. People often point to his striking stats, but let's look at the quality of the competition. Throughout his career, how many times did he face fighters in their absolute prime versus fighters past their physical peak? When you break down the numbers, the narrative of dominating every opponent starts to shift. It's not just about winning, it's about how you win. And when you look at the tactical level, it's clear that Jones has mastered the art of managing the pace, which some might call ring IQ, but others call stalling to secure a safe decision.
Do you regret how things played out with Francis? Because you're talking about the heavyweight champ, baddest man on the planet. He said, the UFC, that's you, said Jon Jones was afraid of him.
Not only is Jon Jones not afraid of Francis, Jon Jones is the baddest fighter.
If we look at the business side, MMA is an entertainment industry. Jon Jones is a cash cow. The UFC doesn't just need a champion, they need a narrative that sells pay-per-views. Whether it's his rivalry with Daniel Cormier or his move up to the heavyweight division, every step feels like a high-stakes business move. We have to ask, if Jon Jones was a regular fighter with no marketing push, would he still be sitting on the throne today? The line between being the best athlete and being the best promoted fighter is thinner than you think. Fans are buying into the spectacle, but at what cost to the integrity of the sport? So where do we draw the line? Is Jon Jones a master of the game, or is he a product of the game? Whether you hate him or love him, you cannot deny that he is the most debated figure in UFC history. But as the sport evolves and new talent rises, the truth eventually catches up to everyone. What do you think? Is he the true king, or is this all just one big calculated lie? Drop a comment below. Let's have a real debate. And if you want more deep dives into the dark side of combat sports, hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications. Your support keeps the truth alive.